Rise and shine all! We present to you Team 6 of BioQuest, the snooze squad. It's not about making you sleep, but to understand the psychology behind it. We present to you a solution using synthetic biology for sleep disorders that are faced by every class of the society. It's not just common people, but even the beloved faces, the celebrities like Alia Bhatt, Shah Rukh Khan, and even Amitabh Bachchan face sleep disorders. The first thing that comes to our mind when we talk about sleep disorders is insomnia, right? But there's way more than that. There's narcolepsy, sleep restless leg syndrome, sleep apnea, and parasomnia. That is why it becomes inevitable that we have solutions for the same. Which brings us to our problem statement.
Chronic insomnia is a condition defined by prolonged lack of sleep. It harms both our mental and physical health. Examples are anxiety and depressions. Current treatments like medicines therapy can be expensive and are risky and hard to follow. So there is a need for safer sleep solutions.
In today's world, we need sleep so that it can restore our energy to carry out day to day functions. It sharpens our thinking skills, stabilizes mood, and strengthens our immune system to help us fight the germs. It improves our memory and concentration, supports growth and healing, and also reduces the risk of chronic diseases. In today's world, nearly 30% of adults and 39% of teenagers struggle with sleep disorder, which affect their sleep quality and overall well being. Almost 60% of Indians get less than 5 hours of undisturbed or deep sleep. Almost half of the world's population struggles to fall asleep at night and face fatigueness during the day. In today's world, there are many solutions to that problem, but the major two solutions are pills and therapy. Under pills, people use dopamine promoters, stimulants for neurotransmitter levels, Lunesta and Halcyon. Under therapy, people go to therapy such as cognitive behavioral therapy, also known as CBT1, light therapy, and continuous positive airway pressure therapy, in short, CPAP. To gain a to gain a clearer understanding about the prevalence of sleep-related issues, we conducted a case study involving 70 individuals. Our findings reveal that approximately 70% of participants experienced some or the other sleep disorder. More than half reported difficulty sleeping every once or twice a week, with majority taking over 30 minutes to fall asleep. Next slide, please. Additionally, over 65% of those affected admitted feeling restless and struggling to quieten their thoughts at bedtime. The impact of these sleep difficulties is significant. Over half of our respondents expressed a sense of dread about going to sleep, highlighting the emotional toll of persistent sleep disturbances. Next slide, please. When asked about the perceived causes of their sleeplessness, 50% identified anxiety as the primary factor. Other contributing issues included mental health challenges such as depression, work related stress, past trauma, or certain medications.
So, in order to tackle this issue, we present our solution, which we call Lunar Rice. It's a snooze in every spoon. What we have essentially carried out is a procedure in which we will create a modified version of rice by using a plasmid from Lactobacillus acidophilus, and we will add the tryptophan producing genes from jasmine rice to this plasmid before we transmit it to basmati rice, where we can culture it, grow it, and then sell it to the common man. Tryptophan is necessary as this is a key component of melatonin, a hormone present within our body which induces sleep.
So for our solution, we started with something simple, a friendly bacterium called Lactobacillus acidophilus. We take genes from jasmine rice and then insert it into plasmids of bacterium. Then this DNA, new gene is introduced into basmati rice. Oh, and that's how we make Luna rice. It's rice, but smarter. Help to make us sleep better, naturally and happily. So next time you can't sleep, maybe your dinner can help.
In order to test the success of our idea, we've incorporated a number of methods. For example, we've run virtual PCR simulators to help us understand whether we can effectively replicate this new DNA strand and whether the bacterium will accept this strand. We've also done GFP cloning to show us whether which restriction enzymes we would require, how and where we have to cut within the plasmid, and whether the gene would be compatible with said plasmid. Here we also have a poster explaining the process in short.
So here are our key takeaways. Firstly, we gained information about gene amplification and plasmid insertion through super cool visual tools. Secondly, we learned about silico simulation is a creative way to learn to test out biological circuits without even entering the labs. And lastly, these tools help us gain confidence and about Luna Rice that would be great in this world.
Last 5 minutes.
And now to you make you understand better, we present an animation video.
Unique selling point. Our solution is not addictive as sleeping pills, as it is naturally added into our daily dinner meals. Unlike sleep aids that can lead to dependency and side effects, our approach promotes restful sleep through a balanced nutrition. It also supports our body's natural rhythm without disrupting our lifestyle or habits.
So basically, we decided to have a very raw model of our product as a prototype. We've made a number of family members who face sleeping disorders have it, and here are their responses. Hi. So I have been battling with sleep issues since a very long time now, and I've tried almost everything, but nothing worked. And I tried a lot of remedies, but no help. To my surprise, jasmine rice and probiotic combination really helped me, and I have been sleeping better now. And I think same is the case for you. Yeah, actually, it has helped, and we are able to sleep better now. Yeah. पहले मुझे नहीं आदत थी जब से मैंने ये चावल खाने शुरू किए हैं मुझे बहुत अच्छी नींद आती है it likes they were really expensive and sleeping was very difficult with those times. But these rice, they definitely helped me a lot. These boards are so stressful. So many assignments, so many tests, so many exams. So difficult. I just can't sleep. But these rice, they really help me test. Is winning so many swimming competitions lately, and my legs keep hurting, and I just can't sleep because of that. Ever since I started eating these rice, I can finally sleep again. So, so basically, this shows how every age group can be saved from insomnia and sleep disorders through these Luna rice. Which brings us to our business plan and commercialization. Obviously, to ensure that Luna rice is very safe and can be readily accepted by customers, we have done a number of lab testings and clinical trials. We've obviously also got regulatory approval because without that, our product cannot go into the market. We have a number of competitors as well, like Yakult and various herbal teas. However, after studying our demand in great detail, we have realized that we have to use the skim the price strategy so that we can actually take the product to various um, society and all the classes. Approximately every packet of rice is aimed to have a cost of around 250 rupees so that everyone can actually afford that and they can tackle their sleep disorders. Our core message or tagline is eat well, sleep better, naturally. We have a number of campaigns as well, like try Luna Rice for 21 days, sleep the difference. We have a number of bioethics that we have to take care of, like the food based solutions, which obviously have to be natural, acceptable, and accessible to everyone. We have to take care of a number of ethics and so that the gene variants don't go and are not misused in labs. And we obviously have a really responsible approach through regulatory standards of WHO and SSAI. This is our resource page where we mentioned everything that we've used. Lastly, this is a small quiz. We would like you all to scan the QR code so you could understand how well you sleep and what's your sleep score. So if you all could please do that. Your sleep schedule, my own 18 for 90%. 70.
This is our
It's nice to have you sleep better.
Okay, interesting thought. Nice presentation. So the question is, in that video, was it jasmine rice or Luna rice?
Actually, Luna rice is the name of a product which will be genetically modified. Right now, we've cooked the jasmine rice along with the lactobacillus probiotics, which is present in yeast, which is used for bakery. So, we are combining both of them at a very basic level right now. Soon, we'll be able to modify it in the near future and it can be sold in the market.
So there is confusion. Are you planning to genetically modify rice or soybean? Okay.
We are going to genetically modify the rice with the help of the organism. The idea is basically we have jasmine rice. We know that induces sleep. And we found the reason for this is the presence of tryptophan. And we know there are genes responsible for this. Like in the video, it was written OASA1.
Okay. Now the thing is, your source of G is from another rice, that is jasmine rice. Why not simply eat jasmine rice itself?
No, because we are boosting this in quality. And secondly, jasmine rice. Like I'll talk in terms of India. In India, no one really uses jasmine rice. Most people, even globally, they eat basmati rice. So we're essentially making it more available.
But jasmine rice must be consumed somewhere, right?
Yeah, so
Do people from that region not face
yes.
insomnia
So
problem?
basically, our idea was that we use jasmine rice, and some people don't accept sticky rice. So when the product is launched in the market, we'll have a poll where the people who face disorders will explain their disorder exactly, their meat preferences, and their balanced diet, and how they would prefer the rice. So we'll create in both the ways. One where jasmine rice is actually used, and the other where we're using basmati rice with the genes of jasmine rice, as per the consumer needs and wants.
And what about countries where GM food crops are not accepted?
Honestly, that would be a different issue entirely because, like, there can be an ample number of reasons those countries don't accept GM crops. Maybe they consider it immoral because we are tampering with nature, or maybe there's some religious reason by which they cannot eat these GM crops. So the ethics of this problem that depends from region to region because honestly, there are certain cultural values deep rooted within everyone, and we can't exactly change these instantaneously. People need to slowly adapt to this.
Do you have some, some data for the jasmine rice population that what is the insomnia percentage over there?
So basically, usually jasmine rice is eaten in South Asian countries, like Thailand and places like that. So approximately 25% of the population over there has sleep disorders. So it is a very small population compared to the rest of the places. Like we mentioned, 59 people, percent of the Indians face sleep disorders.
No, but is it research done, looking at specifically the people which are eating jasmine rice versus the insomnia? Is that kind of dedicated research has been done?
Yes.
Is there any kind of publication on that?
Mentioned in our resource page.
See, idea you're just trying to take one gene, especially to induce the tryptophan level from jasmine, and just trying to utilize in the Indian common or popular rice, which is basmati rice, right?
Yes, so that like the glycemic index which is present in the rice is also helpful for sleeping. So it will have the probiotics of lactobacillus which help in sleeping. It will have tryptophan and the glycemic index which together will help people sleep properly. It's a smart probiotic where basically it's going into the gut, and the moment the brain understands that the body is sleep deprived, or the gut will function and will secrete the melatonin which is already present, and it will help the brain sleep.
That's good, but I want to see that where that paper is about correlation of jasmine rice with the insomnia.
Meantime, maybe question for the other members of the team. Why not simply make a cross between the two right side first?
Do a normal hybridization.
Not everyone prefers a sticky texture of rice, so we are trying also making it
No, but after crossing using the query, the people will not promote closer to the basket levels. But which has the or which has the design properties of the
Actually, basmati rice also has a glycemic index which helps people sleep. So it's like rice on a whole, like all the rice that are present have that glycemic index. So it's not only about the jasmine rice, that's just a benefit because jasmine rice has tryptophan which helps promote sleep and secretion of melatonin, while the others also help sleep but not as much as jasmine rice.
question was instead of going for GM strategy, why not simply
This makes like applicable every population, and everywhere there's no GM restriction, no issue.
Then
I'll be getting more beneficial for protein, jasmine rice, and what together, right?
So, lactobacillus acidophilus also helps in also has the genes which help in the secretion of melatonin, which is present in the gut. So then, adding that will just help you sleep better naturally.
All the people. This is not good. Right. Okay, okay. All right, so that's fine. Maybe good idea to look at science-based research publication, not interested in to build your hypothesis. To say experimentally available factors. Good, good, good.
Thank you. That was a good.
So that's it for now. We would have a short break since five teams have conducted their PPT.
So we would have a short 15 minutes break.
You're only eight, right?
Okay, so let's have a 5 minutes break. Like if you want to go take a water bottle, it is outside in the stall. Maybe you want to go out to washroom. So come back in 5 minutes. We would start. Hello, guys. The next group would be ninth, and after that it would be second.
Hello. लाइव चल रही है ना चलो everyone has can किसका on no that it's like something you can add on the back. Okay. Market मेरे in back
Yeah.
Or people make something like stocks, some like property, nothing.
Group 9. Yes. और prawn का flavor क्या? Silver and prawns नहीं. 6 medals are. After accepted. Group 9, can we start? Can everyone settle down?
Your time here is precious. Secret.
water
Follow my chin. Good. Follow my chin.
You are
Chimple. One, two, one, check, one, check, follow, check. Follow, check, yes, check, check, follow,
Can we maintain silence now? All the students, kids, can we maintain silence and pay attention?
Good morning, jury and everyone present here. I am Shreya, this is Ananya, this is Sahil, Vivaswan and Anuj. Now let's talk about something that most people don't. IBD or inflammatory bowel disease. It includes ulcerative colitis and Crohn's disease. As you can see, Crohn's disease is inflammation in segments, whereas ulcerative colitis is continuous inflammation. We conducted a short video to ask people about their knowledge of IBD. We also conducted a short survey to ask people about their knowledge of IBD, and the results were shocking. Many people don't even know what IBD is, and this shows clear lack of awareness. Globally, about 6.8 million people suffer with IBD, and in India, 1.5 million people suffer with IBD. Many people don't even know what's going on with them, as diagnostic and detection is often delayed. Older methods had problems such as invasive, and they were very hard and they were expensive. Our pill is very cheap, easy to use, and non-invasive. Now over to Ananya. Thank you.
Get the to the system because you are not Muslim. You will also not get the conspiracy.
We do, but I think it's not the laptop, it's the plug. Yeah, it's been happening since the morning when we play.
They have extra HDMI cable.
That's what they want. The other got it. They just got it.
Thank you, Shreya, for the overview of the statistics and the introduction. So, our proposed solution for the diagnosis of IBD is an ingestible pill. When a person ingests this pill, the first biocompatible layer disintegrates in the stomach due to low pH. After that, the pill moves on to the large intestine. By para- it moves on to the large intestine. It is designed in a certain way. It has a shape that allows it to settle in the large intestine, and it has a semi-permeable membrane which allows only the liquids to enter the capsule. A capsule consists of an FET-based aptamer sensor. It is made with a thin conductive channel like graphene between 2 points, the source and the drain. A reference electrode in the fluid acts as the gate. Each sensor is coated with a unique aptamer. An aptamer is a single stranded DNA molecule with high affinity and stability. It, there are three biomarkers which are released in high concentration during IPD: microRNA 155, microRNA 21, and CEA, carcinoembryonic antigen. The aptamer produces a small voltage change on the order of millivolts when a biomarker binds. This, this analog voltage is then fed into an on-chip converter called an analog to digital converter, ADC. The ADC turns the voltage into a digital number representing the concentration of the biomarker present. Our capsule uses Bluetooth Low Energy BLE at 2.4 GHz to send the data out of the body. To save power, the BLE radio turns on briefly at fixed intervals. Every few minutes, the microcontroller wakes up the BLE radio and packages the latest readings into a small data package of about 10 to 20 bytes. After receiving the information, it is sent directly via standard Bluetooth to the smartphone. And the results of this is real-time health monitoring, and, and every biomarker level is timestamped, calibrated, and instantly sent to the doctor and the patient. Over to you, Sahil.
Thank you, Ananya. Good morning, everybody, and the juries. My name is Sai, and I'll be showing you the two main components of our pill. So, the first component is the detector. So, over here, there will be a membrane. This membrane will only allow the gut fluids to enter. So this part was the aptamers. This part was explained by Ananya. And this will be the VOC gas detector. This will be explained by me. Now, if you're wondering what this is a serpentine channel. So in here, the width of this will be 100 to 200 micrometers. So this has a function of mixing the secretins and the mucus, and then over here it will go. So in a detailed view, this VOC gas detector has a certain matrix inside, and this matrix is made from PVC. So this polymer carbon has a function where the gas molecules will be absorbed. So after they absorb, the they will get they will get swelled, and this swelling will create a resistance during the transfer of electrons. And how much resistance is there will tell us how much the disease and the VOC concentration is. Okay, so then we come to the second part. This will this is the anode and this is the cathode. So this is our glucose fuel cell. So over here through this the gut fluid will enter, and over here will be a membrane again, and this membrane will only allow the gut fluid and it will go inside over here. So the anode will contain glucose. The glucose will get oxidized and electrons will be lost. So it will become, so I said glucose will be oxidized, okay, and then this is oxidized by glucose oxidase, if you've heard of it. And now for the cathode. Now in the cathode, oxygen will enter and it will get reduced to water, H2O. And this process also includes the momentum of electrons from here, from the anode to the cathode. So this will gain electrons. Okay, so this flow of charge powers our pill. Okay, so this is everything about the two components. On to Good morning, Jerry. My name is Vivasan. Let me begin by explaining what makes Let me begin by explaining what makes our diagnostic solution unique. Next slide, please. Next slide.
The technical structure of the bill that we explain.
Let me begin by explaining what makes our diagnostic solution unique. First of all, we use aptamers which are stable and more cheaper than the traditionally used antibodies. This leads to accurate detection and minimal chances of false positives. This also enables personalized care and paves way to personalized medicine. Best of all, there's no expensive equipment needed. We get on-site results. Our USP has three main points. We use aptamers instead of antibodies. We have high sensitivity and high specificity, and we use enhanced differential diagnosis for complex gastrointestinal diseases like IBD. Next slide, please. Let's look at the broader impacts. We aligned with three SDG development goals. SDG 3, good health and well-being. SDG 9, industry, innovation, and infrastructure. And SDG 17, partnership for the goals. Our benefits include rapid, real-time assessment, a user-friendly interface which needs minimal training, an AI-powered analysis for better accuracy, and best of all, there's no professional needed for the entire process. Let's look at our marketing strategy. The global screening market is expected to grow from $23.9 billion in 2024 to $44.5 billion in 2034, with a steady CAGR of 5.9%. We are targeting the Area Pacific region mainly because it's the largest growing market. Our marketing strategies include regulatory approval from the CDSCO, the educational outreaches, competitive pricing, to establish and distribute a network between pharmacies, etc., to develop targeted marketing campaigns. Let's have a look at our SWOT analysis. Our strengths: we are non-invasive and we have competitive pricing. We give real-time biomarker detection with high specificity, and we also have potential for early disease detection and gastrointestinal disorders. Uh, Our weaknesses include that these are complex and costly developed for manufacturing. We have regulatory hurdles for safety and efficacy approvals. There's also limitation in battery life and sensor miniaturization.
But we also have a lot of opportunities. Like we can expand the market for remote patient monitoring solutions. Our partnerships with pharmacies and healthcare providers can really expand the business and the adoption for monitoring and other biomarker diseases. Our threats are the competition from the traditional diagnostic methods, the rapidly evolving technological landscape, and the reimbursement and insurance coverage challenges. Over to Anuj.
So let me next slide. So let me introduce you to the business canvas of our business. We are associated with a few key partners like clinical trial sites, which will help us to conduct clinical trials for verification of our product. Along with this, we also are associated with regulatory bodies for gaining regulatory certifications for launching the product. The partners also include business partners like hospitals, governments, and diagnostic labs. Then, coming on to the most important part of our business, how do we foster customer relationships? We achieve good customer relationships through community building of patients and doctors and with long term collaboration with hospitals and labs. There are also a few key resources which we require for launching the product, like biomedical engineers, scientists, software developers, and laboratory infrastructure, which will help us to continuously develop the pill. Along with them, we also need clinical trial resources. There are a few key activities of our product, like point of care diagnosis and real time AI analysis, which will help to serve the purpose of better diagnosis. Then, coming on to the customer segments that we target. These customers are belonging to the age of 18 to 65 years and generally belong to the rural population. Now let us talk about the competitors of our product that already exist in the market. Our strong competitors are Medtronic and Capsovision, and where they price their product between 500 to 3000 US dollars. Their key features are detection of pH, detection of temperature, and incorporation of miniature cameras. But they have not yet tapped the Indian market where we aspire to grow. Next slide, please. Now let us look at how we map our progress. This is done through measurement of usage and number of monthly tests. Then, what are the advantages that we have over our competitors? They are dual mode of detection, like detection of biomarkers and VOCs, that is volatile organic compounds. Then coming to the channels through which we will sell our product. It is B2B like hospitals, diagnostic labs like Metropolis, Thyrocare, etc. And through B2G like government healthcare programs. Then coming to our future plans, they are optimization of product, commercialization, and final product development. We also want to extend this approach to continuous monitoring devices. Next slide, please. Now, we have thought about our product holistically. So, we have also drafted a go to market strategy. So, here it is. In the first 1.5 years, we aim at prototype development and preclinical testing, and also filing of patents like filing of intellectual property and trademarks. Along with that, we also want to develop a proof of concept. Then, in the next year of our business, we plan to have clinical trials and regulatory preparation, which will validate our product. Then, in the third year, in the next half year, we plan at manufacturing planning and product launch and the entry into market. In the third year of our business, we plan to penetrate into the rural market via partnerships with hospitals and government healthcare programs. In the next year, will try to develop advanced prototypes like continuous monitoring devices, better application software, and we will also try to enter into the urban market via a growing B2B model. In the next year, we plan at entry into the D2C model via a growing customer base. Then, from then onwards, we plan at scaling the business. And so, by doing that, we also plan to lower the price point so that it becomes more affordable to the Indian consumer. Next slide. So, here are the references that we use for creating this project. Next slide. Here is the website that we have.
So good project, good presentation. What is the genetic modification component in your design here?
So we are using aptamers, which are single-stranded DNA molecules, which is a genetic synthetic biology that we are using. Also, the detection of biomarkers like microRNAs and volatile organic compounds. That is a part which is synthetic biology, which we have induced in our project.
So again, like this strategy was good that you use a dual biosensor approach, right? For VOC and biomarker. These biomarkers are what is specific biomarker which you are targeting?
There are three biomarkers produced during IBD. MicroRNA 155, which is released during Crohn's disease, and then microRNA 21, which is released in the gut and the blood lining. Sorry, the blood and the gut lining during colon cancer, like the early stages of colon cancer, and CEA, carcinoembryonic antigen, which also is detected during colon cancer, colorectal cancer.
Now, how this particular mechanism which you showed is going to target these three biomarkers?
See, we use FET based aptamer sensors. So when these biomarkers bind with the aptamers, it produces a small voltage change. This voltage change is
These biomarkers will specifically bind with aptamer.
yes.
What is so specific in this aptamer?
These aptamers are designed to target these specific biomarkers.
These three.
Yes, because they are the three biomarkers produced in high concentration during IBD.
But you have not discussed how you design aptamers, which are so unique to these biomarkers. Did you like you had some initial glitches in the slide if you missed out? So see, you're targeting a specific biomarker, right, for the Crohn's disease or let's say specific type of colon cancer. CDA, by the way, is another marker for many cancers, not only specifically for just one cancer type. Uh, but your aptamer should capture these specific biomarker, right? So what is the aptamer design which you have thought of so that you are targeting a specific biomarker? The rest of the things will all depend on that. Yeah. So you have to explain that because in the beginning you had some, unclarity in the slides.
So aptamers are more stable and they are more cost effective. So that is why we have used aptamers. And also they have high specificity towards those biomarkers. So that is the comparison. That is why we are using aptamers and not antibodies.
That's correct. But what have you made change in aptamer so that they can only recognize the specific biomarker?
Aptamer is a single-stranded DNA molecule which has high stability and high affinity towards its target. So that is a specific aptamer which is has high affinity towards these biomarkers.
That's correct. The question is right. You can help.
So when we design our cameras, in this case, we use a specific process called Celix. So it is a repetitive or an iterative process where the biomarker is present. So this it takes place in the lab work itself. So during essay planning, we have the biomarker with it, and based on the affinity of the nucleotides, it's basically designed. So it's an iterative process.
You could have shown some, the lab
Yeah.
data or lab work, which strengthen your hypothesis.
Okay. So these material for this film, is it biodegradable?
Yeah. So as I have
So all the components, all the materials, everything is biodegradable. Otherwise, it would cause something
How
what's
is
the
it?
name? The pill.
It is a at present it is a one-time usage. So it will stay for 8 hours where it will diagnose the disease and it will send it to the application. So it will stay in the system for 8 hours and after that it will be excreted out.
Yeah, but when you want to have real-time monitoring over a period of time, then you will have to keep watching the pill every day or every week or something.
So in our future plans, we are also planning to have a continuous monitoring device. So that is in a future plan. But at present, we are having one-time throw.
Thank you.
All right, that was a wonderful presentation and a very interesting Q&A. Next up, we have team 2. You guys can come ahead, and after that, there is team 4 on presentation. So team 4, be prepared. But let's welcome team 2. I've ended. No, no, that's not. There in the spring.